Good morning. I want to welcome you back to Linda's Pantry, and I'm doing a recipe this morning from my extended pantry. So I've been asked to do these, and you have to kind of dig deeper than I thought to come up with creative ideas that are tasty, are protein packed, have enough fat, and you use items that you normally wouldn't use. So today's ingredient list is pretty simple. I've got elbow macaroni back on the stove right now cooking, and I've got a can of potted meat. You can get this anywhere. I got this one at Walmart. These cost about 35 cents for a 3-ounce can of potted meat. Now, would I eat this on a daily basis? No, it's pretty high in fat. Let's see, 15 grams of fat. But if you're trying to, get through a whole day, you want something that's got a little bit of fat to it, because chances are you're working a lot harder than we do right now. So that being said, we're going to move on to the other ingredients. I have some red pepper flakes here, some black cracked pepper. I'm not going to use any salt because I salted the pasta in the water, and this has a fair amount of salt to it, I'm sure. Yeah. So we don't need any of that. We don't need salt. And I've got 3 fresh eggs. My girls are really slowing down, or well, they've slowed down because of winter. And so I'm going to save these eggshells, and while I've got this cooking in the oven, I will roast that off. And they can have those shells back. Crush them up, and there you go. So I'm just going to beat these eggs, and look how beautiful those yolks are. Just gorgeous. Hope you can see that. Nice and dark. It's like the sun, dark orange. So I just get these eggs beaten up really good. And this is going to be our binder. I know this sounds like a weird recipe, but it actually tastes really good. Trust me. Okay, so you want to make sure your eggs get all happy together. If you didn't have eggs, you could certainly use powdered eggs out of your pantry. And cooking-wise, hopefully I didn't cook too much macaroni. I'm trying to do a small batch, but you can certainly do this in a big batch. Cooking-wise, I'm going to use a small little bread pan that I have, and I'm going to bake it off. You could fry this. You could put it in a Dutch oven and cook it. You're really, at this point, when you put it together, you're just cooking it until the eggs get cooked and kind of congeal with the rest of it. So I'm checking my macaroni to see what we got here. If we're getting there or not. Nope. It's going to be a few minutes, so I'll just bring you back when, actually I can add my pepper flakes right now. About a half a teaspoon, I would say. And my fresh cracked black pepper. I want plenty of pepper with eggs, I think. I just really like that whole mixture. And then we're going to mix this potted meat up. How's that? Might as well get it in there now. I grew up eating, we would have potted meat and crackers, and potted meat and pickle sandwiches, and all kind. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's really soft. I don't mind it. I'm just, and it's cheap and easy to have in your extended pantry. I quite frequently keep this on hand because it's one of the proteins that I can donate when you're donating to the church, or when you're donating to a food bank of any sort, because they won't take anything fresh. They'll take a frozen turkey now and then, or a ham, but really and truly they don't take a whole lot of fresh things. So you just really want to beat that in there and separate it nicely. Okay, so the macaroni is done, and what I'm going to do is I'm just adding that mixture of the potted meat and the eggs and the spices that we've used right in here. I was so tempted to go ahead and add some green onions or whatever. So what I would do if you wanted to bump this up nutritionally and put some vegetables in here, I'd throw the vegetables in to rehydrate while you're cooking your pasta. You're actually going to save time and money. And this little pan is not going to be big enough, so I'm going to get a different baking dish. And we'll use one of these. Won't be as visually right, but I'll spray that down with some cooking spray. And we'll get going. So you could, very easily double, triple, depending on what you had available to you and how many people you needed to feed. This is also a meal on a budget because literally it cost me about 50 cents in macaroni and 35 cents. So for under $1, because those eggs came out of my chickens, under $1 or even $1.50, there's enough for 3 huge portions, 4, but that's not too bad. So I am gonna garnish this a little bit just because even in a bad situation, you want it to, little pepper on the top, you want it to look appealing when you serve it. A little bit of that down there. Some parsley is all I put on there. So now I'll give you a close-up of that and we'll get it in the oven. And that's what it should look like. So I'm going to put this in the oven and you're really just cooking it until the eggs are cooked through. Now you could add cheese to this and make it kind of a mac and cheese, but we don't have cheese, pretending we don't have cheese. We're just doing this from a pantry, extended pantry point of view. All right, there's the finished product right there. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's still sizzling. So as this cooked, I could smell that start coming to life. It just, it actually has a really good smell. I'm anxious to taste it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a serving spoon here. I've got a ramekin that I would serve this in. And you could cut this into squares if you wanted to, and serve it. There you go. Hot and ready for takeoff. Okay. So there's that. I'm going to give you a shot of that here. We'll move this out of the way and give you a nice shot of this. And that's what that should look like. The eggs have all cooked through. It's just a nice little kind of a casserole thing. You could fry this if you wanted, like I said, but we're just gonna have it just the way it is. So I'll give it a taste and tell you what I got. Okay. Wow. That's not bad at all. It actually, the potted meat, it's got a distinctive flavor. So you've got that flavor all the way through, but not overpowering. And then your eggs and your pasta. So in a situation of trying to feed your family on the cheap, because of an economic thing or whatever the case may be, use your extended pantry, and this would easily feed 3 hungry people or 4 servings as a side dish. But honest and truly, for under $1, that's what that costs. So there you have it. I hope you stay tuned for my next video. I've got a really delicious extended pantry creamy black bean soup coming up. That's what I'm cooking today. I'm going to bake some bread, and I might do a jalapeno cheddar and bring you along for that ride too. But I hope you, if you like this video, I hope you hit the like button. And subscribe, maybe even post it on Facebook. Everybody likes to get new recipes and new ideas on Facebook. I post all of the ones that I love. So anyhow, I can't wait to see you again, and we'll bring you back for another extended pantry meal idea. All right, YouTube, God bless.